What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Berserk 365, 66, and 67. After this video, we have 3 Berserk manga reactions left. And then I'm all caught up like everybody else. It's actually insane to think about. I'm actually really curious to where am I as far as when did we start? Do we have a, let's see here, channel, videos, Berserk, full playlist. Where was the old, I have 113 on this. Oh, moly. Wow. Wow. That's insane. And I've been slacking too. There's some more I need to get up there. We did the first little prologue thing a year ago, so we got through all these chapters in 1 year. Damn. Okay. I feel like that's decent pacing, no? Who knows? And after that 1 year, that's it. I've had a lot of people ask if you guys weren't available for it. We did kind of a little. I didn't even think it would go that long. I thought we'd be going for like an hour. We did like a 5-hour long Attack on Titan wrap up. Kind of just questions, theory, tier list, rankings, all types of shit. Rewatching old scenes, all that stuff. I've had people say, can we do something like that for Berserk when we wrap that up? And I think that'll be a pretty good idea. We can do a character tier list. It shouldn't be too many characters because the characters kind of stay the same throughout. We'll do tier list. We'll do questions because I'll be caught up like you guys. So maybe you guys will have questions. I'll have questions. We can go back and forth, ping things back and forth, yada, yada, yada. That'll be a fun time. But again, we'll announce that. I mean, we're going to be done with this in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll be done with the Berserk manga. And then I'll be sitting in purgatory like everybody else. I see that you guys got a chapter like 4 days ago. It's gonna be so wild to like binging 3 to 4 chapters a video weekly. I mean, we're binging 6, 12, 24, like 30 plus chapters a month. So now we might get like chapters a year. That's absolutely wild. But we're jumping into this. We got a crazy reveal of the boy is Griffith. Now I don't know what that means, because Griffith seems to know that he knows that it's him. It's not like Griffith slips into this like unconscious and then he wakes back up in his body in Midland or something like that. He knew, like, he's like, oh, checking that watch, it's time again. Now I'm curious, when he's in, I guess, the boy state, does he just have the mind of the boy, or is it Griffith? Is it like Femto Griffith, whatever you want to give him title? Is it his mind in a boy's body? Is he choosing? Is he voluntarily choosing to help? Is he wanting to? Because he's shown up in times of need. So there's a lot of questions with that. I'm sure that's going to incite a lot of rage out of this man. And then what does that do? Because like he's now like the devil himself, essentially, you could say. He's inside like the last sacred area left. It's not tainted by any kind of like demonic things that we know of, unless one of these witches or elves is working for the dark side or something. Do like alarms start going off? Do things start getting triggered? There's a lot of questions with that. And then when Gut sees him, when Casca sees, there's just a lot of questions with that. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be hard for a panel in this reaction to be better than this. So this is definitely probably going to be the thumbnail. But we'll see. That was a crazy reveal. I thought it was like the version of it they got like splintered off into 2, but it's actually 1. So was it always one of those things? Is it like a vampire, like werewolf thing? Is he aware of like what he is? And he's like, oh man, my time's up. The moon's going away. I got to get out of here. And he always like disappears, when the full moon ends. And does he choose to go to them when the moon's full? Is it like a magnet thing where the moon gets full and he just like is attracted? I don't know. Let's press play on this. Let's turn to. Oh yeah, we lowered this volume. I got to turn this up. Turn that up here. Cool. Lower this in my head. All right. Chapter 365. Let's do it. Oh, and then this is the first chapter post his death, right? So I'm curious if we kind of notice. I was told that you guys told me this most recent chapter felt more like the writing, the dialogue, and the kind of like the animation work felt like just classic Muria work. That's good to hear. Let's see what we got. See what we got. Oh man. You got the mermaids hanging out, Puck. You think they feel it? I mean, you have to feel that. This reminds me because like right now when I'm reading this is when Sukuna is like going crazy in Shibuya, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, what does that feel like?" They feel like the death emanating off. I'm curious if we're gonna get kind of like a moment like that here, like, "Holy shit, what is that? That's bad," and it's close. I mean, something's going on. Something's going on here. It's here. Something's here. A fearsome being. Oh wow, so they do feel it. Okay, because they were hammering that point that it was almost like too obvious. Danon was like, even the creatures like sense no malice in the boy. You know, the elves play with him. They would know if there was like a single bit of malice in his heart, and everyone's like, now everyone's like, y'all feel that shit? That's like real close. They're over here asking if it's a man. No. I mean, if they feel it, surely Danon and the wizards and stuff, like I need them to be responsive. I need you guys to be here on the scene immediately. A fearsome being come from the outside has breached this island, and it's like it allows him to cloak himself. Because this is like the last sacred place that we have, you know? And Casca's conscious too, by the way. Because, again, it's not like they're warring with each other yet. You know, it's not like the elves and the witches are fighting Griffith and the apostles and, you know, all this. Not yet. But they know that, like, something like him is out there. And if it did get to that point, to know that he could get in, because he would, I mean, all fire alarms, bells, flashing lights, alarm systems would be going off if he ever approached the island as himself. So at least that way you could be like alert people, set things, even if he could easily just get in, but at least you could get a moment to like set things into motion, defenses, etc. But now if it ever got to a point where they were warring with each other, every full moon now he could slip, well not now because everybody should be on alert, but he could slip in as the boy, transform to himself, open up a portal with who knows what he can and can't do, and just let his forces in. I mean, you see here just a couple chapters ago that they were opening these like gateways, like instant transmission highways and shit. Oh man. Oh man. Guys, you feel this, right? All you witches and OD feelers, and you know what's gonna be really sad if she's gonna see the both of them, right? And she has memories of the both of them. If she's gonna feel more soothed or at ease seeing Griffith than she would seeing Guts. That hurt the heartstrings. I need someone to get this motherfucker out of here immediately. Danon, where are you? Skull Knight, get his ass. Oh yeah, that thing, that mark is humming. You know that thing is on full alert. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Barnice is tripping out. Cedro's tripping out. Man, it can't. Yeah, we're freaking out. We're freaking out. We're freaking out. Oh, she's gonna have a heart attack. Danon. I'm starting to lose faith in Danon. I'm gonna be dead ass. Like, where are you? You gotta be quicker. Like, quick. What is this here? Is this like the blood coming through her chest, or like what am I looking at here? Shirka's freaking out. Oh god, Casca's full, like, you guys can't see this. She is just the agony, the pain, like, I think this is the worst she's probably been. I know Guts has been triggering her. Like, the side of him is inciting memories so fierce to the point that she faints. But I think this is like, this is that feeling times 10. And now, oh, brother. Oh, brother. Is all I have to say about that. Good lord. Oh, it's on site. It's always on site, and it'll always be on site. And I don't want to hear shit about shit. It'll always, yes, instant on site. Now again, Berserk continues 2 episodes. Now, can we actually harm him? Can he even be touched? Does he even exist on a realm that he can be touched? That's a different question for a different day. But I like how there's no hesitation. But the pain that the both of them are feeling, it's like a rage pain here. It's a rage pain within Guts. Like a painful rage. I don't even know the word to describe what Casca's going through right now. I don't know. I don't have the vocabulary to describe that right now. It's bad. All I can say is that it is very, very bad. And I just love that there's no hesitation. We probably can't hit him. We probably can't harm him. But I love that there's not even a second thought. See, we just like went right through him like some Obito shit. Can he even be touched? I have absolutely no idea. If he could be harmed with any weapon that Guts has, you know? It might need to be enhanced with something. And that's going to even incite rage out of him even more that he can't hit him. I mean, these are clean hits, but he can't hit him. So again, is this, like, is this what he is at this point? Like, he just can't be hit? Another thing is, too, well, maybe he can't be hit with, like, the sword. But, like, he had to, like, actually make a move to, like, stop what Skull Knight was attempting to do to him. He couldn't just eat that. So would that have hit damage? It's a lot of questions. A lot of questions on... Because I don't know... We don't know what the God Hand are when we're talking... When it comes time to actually face them 1v1, like, if we actually have a fight, an actual fight, you know... We don't know what works and what doesn't. Can they be harmed? Can they not be harmed? Can they even be touched by normal weapons? Can they not? Like, what's a weakness? We have no answers to that. I've had no answers to that since, like, the first 10 couple chapters, and now I'm almost 400 chapters later, and I still don't have answers to that. So, who knows? Who actually knows? See, now it's pissing him off even more. He's raging that he's here. And it's pissing him off even more that he can't hit him. Does he just like fade into the moonlight? Is he not actually here? I wonder if if it's one of those things where when it's a full moon, Griffith himself has no control over this. When it's a full moon, he, through the astral, through whatever means, higher beings, he gets pulled, changes form, and is dropped in the location of wherever Casca and Guts are. When the full moon ends, the same way he got pulled there by whatever higher powers be, the transformation ends, he turns back into Griffith, and he gets pulled back out. And I think he's been conscious of this, though, the whole time, and kind of excuses himself in the middle of the night and shit. So we've never seen this process. I mean, I have no idea. That's just what I'm assuming. Are these Danons? What's going on here? Oh, I'd love to hear this animated so badly. Losing it. The mental's actually... And we know he's on edge. Guts is on edge right now, too, because... He did all this work to get here. And Casca's right there. She's right there. Laughing with everybody else. He hears her voice. He can look at her from afar, but he doesn't get to interact. And that's got to hurt just as much as, like, when she was Elaine. Because at least when she was Elaine, you can make an excuse on, like, why they can't, you know, have a relationship, why they can't have a conversation, why they can't do this. It's like, oh, because she's like this. Now that she's been, like, essentially recovered to everybody but him, she's, like, there, but she's not. So he's already on edge from that shit. And then this, he just needed a reason to go off. He's gonna keep trying to hit him, but damn Shirka. Oh, Shirka's in her astral form. That is person? No way. Sturma? What is a Sturma? Master? You must not. Oh shit! Farnese was like, "Hey, I hopped in my shit too." So, Master, you must not go. You must go no further. Farnese, how? But that aside, that thing. Yes. Do you see? We shouldn't go near such terrible power. Yeah. So they sense it. They see it. Its very being is like a maelstrom consuming all. A maelstrom. Thank you for anchoring my mind. Let's go back. Y'all gotta get the hell out of there. Casca's fainted. Master, thank goodness. Guts. Question again. Danon, Skull Knight, the other gurus, witches, wizards, what do you guys do? Why is nobody here? I don't... Useless. You can't find good help. You can't. Danon's really been letting me down, by the way. I feel like she's done nothing that we couldn't have figured out on our own up to this point. I feel like with enough practice and stuff, Shirka could have entered Casca's mind with Farnese and done exactly what we did. Danon is really just letting me down. Oh, man. Guts, I can feel it. Something is coming. Yeah, Puck. Get the hell out of there. Wait, is something coming to get him? Or is this him leaving? Tell me that Zodd doesn't, like, hit the ground right now. This motherfucker. Zodd's getting on my nerves, too. Old Aaron boy got to show up. Zodd used to be my favorite. Now he just gets on my nerves. Old whipping boy, huh? You know that's his paw and shit right there. How does he enter? The man just enters. What terrible security, you guys. Like, what is this security? What is this? That apostles can just come in at any time. This is a terrible, terrible place. I say we get our shit and get out of here. We recovered Casca's mind. We did what we had to do, right? We'll go figure this shit out by ourselves. This is... Because it's not safe here either. If he can just touch down like this... Griffith, I understand. You know, maybe, like I said, he shows up... He has no control over, like, when the full moon hits, he just gets gravitated towards them. There's nothing he can do, and when it ends, he gets pulled away. Like, not even he can control it. You're telling me old one horn Zodd over here can just touch down at any point? Yo, Skull Knight, this is your man right here, right? Come handle this. I got a 1v1 to handle. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Who's yelling at who right here? Is Zodd telling Guts to come after him? Or is Guts telling Zodd to come after him? I think it's Zodd speaking. Okay, so Griffith acknowledges something here, right? I think it's just a boiling rage. Now, is the rage enough to take as a threat? I don't know. Is that enough power that's a threat, or is that like, oh, it's a bit stronger than last time, but not enough to actually pose a threat? I have no idea. See, if we could have gotten an armor upgrade, but we didn't get shit from that interaction either. And we go back to getting our ass beat again, huh? Let's see what these pieces of shit are up to. Thank you for your assistance at this late hour, everyone. Feels good to help out once in a while, you know. But I'm surprised you do all this work, lady. You do all this work, lady. You're like a brownie for the whole village. We can be brownies too, Isidro, starting in the morning. Hard pass, I've got training in the morning. Well, did you just volunteer, Isma? Youngsters, let's see Miss Danon off and be on our way, shall we? Yo, Danon. I'm assuming this is cutting to you at the same time. Good night. Okay. Isma feels it. She senses it. Oh, Lord. She doesn't sense it. Danon's over here getting weakened from this evil power that's close. Does your tummy hurt? Was it something you ate? What does it matter? What's going on? Everything will break apart. We're in danger. A rising tide from the depths of the earth. It comes. So she's like useless, is what you're telling me. Gotcha. She like she's bad. I don't like this. I don't like this. And Zodd's just in the way. Like, he's just in the way. Yo. This is a perfect time, Guts, by the way. Here's the problem, though. You don't want to... You already know you can't hit him. Don't slice and hit them. At this point, though, I'm in straight fuck it mode, by the way. Armor's coming... Like, we're putting the hood on. I'm putting the hoodie on and pulling it tight. We're going in. Call it what you want. We got to test this out, right? I got to know how close I am or if I'm not. So, tell me he doesn't palm it. He doesn't just, like, palm the blade. Please don't. It didn't. He just hit and it didn't do anything. It's just stuck on him. Yep. Oh, God almighty. That's so infuriating because, once again, Griffith gets to hold her, and Guts does not. Oh, right. He didn't stop. I think it's just like he literally hit like a brick wall. Like it's just dung. Like if you guys ever played baseball, you get those metal bats. Yeah, you get like reverb in your hands and shit. Yeah. What? What is the point of this island, by the way? He just walked away. Guts just walked away. I mean, at this point, what's the point? What is going on? What happened to the girls? Oh, did he just go out there and like hit the ground and just split that fucker? Or did he walk towards a cliff? I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. Oh no, the ground's like breaking apart. He's just walking away with the sword, but the ground's like breaking apart underneath him. Or did he hit the ground? I can't really tell. I can't really tell what's happening. He's not gonna like... He's not gonna leave with her, is he? He's not, right? That... These whole 3 chapters, it's a lot shorter than I could tell. Like, did Guts, he just said fine? Like, what's happening to the ground around him? Is that the reverb or just the aftershock effect of Guts' swing right there? There was that much built-up rage and power in it that he damn near sent shock. Like, shit's just crumbling around him, like the earth itself. And it didn't do anything. So at that point, I guess if you're Guts, it's like, what's the point, right? I put everything I had into that. And it didn't do anything. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like he swung with like everything he had and it didn't do anything. And like the reverb of it just kind of got sent out. Is this motherfucker gonna take her with him? Like they're just gonna sail off to Midland together? Oh my god. And my thing is like, okay. If this was always a possibility, why did he not do that before? He has the means to release her mind just like Danon did or everybody else, so why now? I mean, it's much more dramatic now because, you know, we've unlocked Casca, she's working on getting back to normal. We actually see, like, Guts and us as the viewer see her speaking and sparring and hanging out like, oh, she's going to work her way back. And now he wants to show up and take her. I was hoping there was going to be a way that he couldn't do anything. Like, he gets pulled when it's a full moon, and he gets pulled when it's back, and not even he has control of that. But he's here back in regular form. Zodd's allowed to show up. He's actually tangibly able to grab her and just leave. And you want to know what? Not a single one of you came to help. Yeah, I know you guys have probably seen it. I see the kids, posting it. What's that, Tiger King, thing I see on Twitter and Instagram? I think the kids put it on the TikTok, where he's like, I called for help 5 times. Like, we're just out here. Where, if I can't get support here, where can I get it? Everyone's like, oh, I feel there's danger. Oh, man. Like, that much danger is just crippling Danon? I don't know. Maybe I'm giving her too much of a hard time, but there's time that's elapsing here. It's not like Griffith turned, grabbed Casca, Zodd flies in, he hops on his back, and they just disappear. Time has passed. Like, there could have been help. I would take shit. I feel like Morta would help more than anybody that we've shown right now. Golly. These 3 chapters were just a bunch of frustration for absolutely no reason at all. So, yay. What did we get to? 367 there? Yeah, so we have 68, 69, 70. 172, 73. Yep, 74, 75. So we have 3 reactions left. You guys will see this Monday. And then we got the Friday. And then again, yeah, Monday, Friday. That'll be it. And if it's going to be this type of frustrating shit, golly. Because, I mean, I guess the biggest question is, again, what does it mean as far as, like, what's happening to him when the full moon comes up? It's like straight up werewolf status. Like, he doesn't have control of it. Not even the god, devil, god hand, one of one king of the world himself can control that. Like, even he's a slave to, like, the werewolf powers. When it's a full moon, he turns into the boy and gets insta-teleported to wherever the 2 of them are. Now, I wonder if it's the 2 of them. Is it just where Casca's located? Is it where Guts is located? Does it have to be, like, a both at the same time thing, or it doesn't work? I don't know. We don't have the specifics on that. But he's always disappeared. He's never stuck around for anything. And it seems that Griffith himself is conscious of it, because we saw, the last time we saw him, he's like, oh, it's that time again. So he knows, full moon, I transform to the boy. But he's never stayed around because I don't know if he has if he's actually allowed to stay around. He could show up anytime he wants as Griffith, as Femto, whatever. But I just was curious in this moment, if it's like pulled in, pulled out. Full moon, I'm in. Full moon takes me back. Like, full moon ends, it takes me back. We don't have specifics on that, so all I can do is kind of spectate. I don't even know if you guys have specifics on that, given how close I am to catching up. None of us might not know the answers, which is unfortunate, because now I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start having questions that are not answered. Nobody has the answers to. We're all asking the same shit at that point, and that's what sucks. And he's always just a piece of shit with it. The last time we showed him, wasn't he like hugging up on Casca too? When she was like in her Elaine form? Now he's hugging up on her again. Like, what does he want? And see, this is what I said. I feel like there was a point there on this journey here. Post, I guess, Griffith being reborn and being able to walk the earth. From that moment on, up until right about here, I had made the comments that I felt that, like, Guts had gotten to a point where if they, were able to stay on Elf Island or find a place, he could put the sword down. He has his friends. Casca's recovered. He could, like, he's not immortal. They're just regular humans. And they could spend out the time living out their days, hoping that Casca recovers. Training Isidro, helping Farnese with her witch stuff. Helping Shirka become this, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. As long as, because we're not going to go, Guts to me had gotten to a point where he was no longer like actually trying to seek out apostles, seek out ways to find Griffith or answers to finding the God Hand or opening up a portal to like call him down. He got to a point where like if I can have this, if I can have Casca recover, and I can have these friends and people that I know will look after and care out, he looked to be content with that and perfectly fine with it. But now that, like I said, unless it seeks us out, unless it becomes an issue where like he starts coming after us, Zodd starts coming after us, other things start seeking us out, then he can't escape it. And it's looking like that. It's looking like that's happening again. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he, in the next chapter, find out next time on, if he takes her, now I don't know what I don't know what he's gonna do with her. Does he just bring her back to Midland? And Charlotte's like, oh my God, Casca, and they're just like, she's just like living life there, or he's like wanting her to live life there, and it's actually like trying to show that he's in love with her. I don't know what the plan is. If he takes her and just like lets her live as a regular person in Falcone, if he takes her and like locks her away, I don't know what that would be. But if he takes her and like just dips in the middle of the night, and like she's gone, there's gonna be built up rage in here, like really like up in here. I'll be. And where are you guys at? We've got a village full of witches. I would have taken a kid rolling. Like I was saying, Morta could have rolled up here, and I would have taken it as some backup or some support. You got all these kids, all these mystical beings. Everyone's like, oh man, it feels really bad over there. Isn't it somebody's job to go see what that bad thing is? We're just going to let it terrorize the entire island. Oh, brother, man. I don't know. The weekend's playing in the background. That's telling me it's time to go. So we'll just go ahead and leave it there. Yeah, we've got 3 reactions left. I think Patreon members, you guys will see this a day before my birthday, I think, on the 13th. Yep. I'm not sure when YouTube will see this, but we have 3 more Berserk manga reactions after this, and then I'm just stuck hanging out like everybody else. Oh man, what a time. We're going to put up a poll soon for some new manga suggestions. I've had people saying Vagabond, I've had people saying Tokyo Ghoul, some other things, but we'll get a poll up and do all those things. Go from there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,